What's up, y'all? We back. I'm
We
Cesar
back.
Pena. This is the Beyond Celebrity Show. Co-host Miguel Sanchez. What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody? What's up, C's? How you doing?
Oh man, I got some well-needed rest.
Yeah,
I still look sleepy too because I've been running around crazy today. I'm taking up the stock exchange stuff. So
day trading. Yeah.
yo, I think I'm gonna hang up my trading shoes already. My first day at it, this was like a first full day of just looking at stocks, kind of understanding, getting schooled by different people. So it's been crazy. It's been a crazy day today, but I learned a lot.
No, yeah. I mean that stuff you can really make a life out of that. It's just right now, who the hell knows what's going
I know. How
on?
you been? How you been?
Good. I actually went outside today. I had the I'm doing a few things. I don't want to plug them. One is the stuff I'm talking about. I had to
Yep.
deliver some of those, and yeah, man, just going outside. I haven't been outside in a while. Like actually by myself. I went yesterday to see my parents. I like social distance Mother's Day,
Yeah.
you know. But I haven't gone out to actually do work, a long time. So I had to do some of that. And it was weird. It's empty out there, but still a lot more people than you would think. But they're talking about opening it up on Friday. You
I
seen
know.
that?
I know. But they talking about like essential workers, but like they're gonna try to do it slowly. I don't know, man. I'm good till June. I'm good till June.
Yeah. Me
I ain't
too.
going. I ain't leaving my house at all, bro.
Richard, what's
Richard,
up?
what's up, Rich?
Adam Cass, what's up?
Adam, what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. So news wise, any news you guys hearing about that you want to discuss, talk about, put it in the chat and we'll discuss it. Right now we're gonna talk about anything we've heard of, but if you hear it, if you saw something that you want Caesar's advice on, Richard said he's good till next year. Oh man, no doubt. It's crazy. But yeah, so right now I was looking, on TikTok for what's TikTok hot. We're gonna make a new segment called TikTok hot. So my son is like a TikTok master. So this is how I find my segment. I go in and say, "What's hot on TikTok?"
Okay.
So he's been showing me this new claymation thing,
Wow.
where it's basically they put the song and they make it really slow, so you have to like do stuff like that, and then when it puts it in real time, it looks like claymation, like you're
No
moving. So
way.
he said that's big for all songs. So we got to try that. We got to try
Okay.
that.
All right. No.
Um,
I'm up for trying something new.
TikTok hot. That, and I've been seeing a lot of people do that left foot slide dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
All right. Here you go. Richard asks, 6ix9ine is back. What do you guys think about the situation with being a rat?
All right. So 6ix9ine has been trying to explain why he ratted these people out. I mean, I know for a fact. I hope I never ever get into that kind of situation. But for him to be back on top like that, and not so this is the controversy, right? He's back on top and everything like that, making all this money. This other rapper was like, "Yo, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all your thing, but where are you gonna go, bro? How are you gonna enjoy this money?"
No, I know. That's what I was saying. I have friends in the music industry. I was like, how could he feel comfortable? Like he's gonna need like an army with him at all times, forever.
Forever. Forever. And that's the thing. Like, you cannot slip up, right? So just this weekend, right? I was going to talk about it in the news. Just this weekend alone, he put himself out there and went out in his balcony and videotaped himself out on the balcony.
Yeah. And there was a girl next door recording him do it, and she put it on social media like an idiot. Though she lost all that money, that shit would have made bank.
That would have made bank. Bro, there was one paparazzi that went out there, took a picture of the car because now he's not there no more. Once he blew up that spot, the FBI or whoever got him had to move him. They had to move him.
Oh,
so he's not there no more.
So he's in protective custody?
Yes.
How could you be in protective custody looking like that?
Bro, first thing, he doesn't live in the Hamptons, bro. He never lived in the Hamptons. You know what I'm saying?
He lived in Brooklyn, right?
He lived in Brooklyn. Yeah, he lived in Brooklyn, right? So they had to move him. He's somewhere else now. Only God knows where he's at now. I guaranteed he's not gonna post no more videos outside the balcony or wherever he's at ever again, bro.
Man. So Richard said, would we have done it? I mean, I would never put myself in that position to have to do that. Like, literally, when you mess with those people, you know what you're getting into, man. Like,
yeah. I mean, let me tell you something, man. There's no reason you should rat, right? But in his, I'm not in his shoes, right? People that you usually protect are people that has your back 1,000,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ride or die and they got your back, ride or die. I'm talking about like those guys that got you, you all. But if people were shading him and doing the things that he's saying that they did to him.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Why would you
protect him? Yeah, no doubt.
You know,
and you knew they were using him. That's another thing. Like, you could tell they were using him a mile away, but he was using them too.
For clout.
So, you know, it's like,
it's a lot.
No doubt. Shannon, we missed you too.
We missed you too, Shannon. We back. We back.
Shannon, any news you hear about in the news, celebrity news, hit us up so we can talk about it.
So crazy news, right? It was crazy because we just talked about him. So Little Richard passed away this weekend. Did you see that?
You know how I saw it? Because I always look at what's being searched the most.
Yeah.
So technology stuff. And Little Richard was one of the most searched things on YouTube. So I was like, why is that? Because he died. Yeah.
Yep. So Little Richard passed away. I just spoke about it. It's gonna be a money shot. I had to add him in, so that's why I didn't put it up yet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's new news that I had to pop in there. But I've been, I've been called, and they took out my archive that I worked real hard for 1 week straight. We didn't sell a dime when we first released it, and now it's selling like hotcakes. Yep.
Wow, the video.
Yep. Video.
Nice. You have to dig it up.
We're doing big things. So listen to the money shot, the next one that we're about to drop either tonight or tomorrow. I think more likely tomorrow. And I'm gonna have the whole story from the idea of going for him to when we left them. So yeah. It's gonna be dope.
So Richard asked, was it okay to spill the beans then? I think if people are fucked up to you, then you don't need to be fucked up. You don't need to be good to them, right? So I don't know. I wasn't there though. I don't know.
So Richard, I'll be honest with you, bro. If it happened to you, right, that your crew that you think got your back, right, you end up figuring out that they had sexual relationship with your wife, and they've been robbing you, right? Allegedly, right? But he's
robbing you and then robbing you too again, right? Like they literally went it. Yes.
Yeah, and almost attempted murder you, right? Attempted murder you, right? Yeah. Would you protect these people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying, I think, and we have codes of the street, right? Me and Miguel, we definitely from the streets. So definitely there's codes to the street. But bro, I don't want to be ever put in that position that somebody that did me wrong and they counting on me to not tell them no. Right? Don't put me in that position. That's all.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Gennaro said Happy Nurses Week. I didn't know that. It's Happy Nurses Week. So any nurses watching, Happy Nurses Week. That's pretty
So real quick with the nurse thing, right? My neighbor across the street, it's her birthday. She's a nurse. They just had about 30 cars come by honking their horn.
Oh, nice. That's good. That's awesome.
So that was pretty huge.
So Shannon said Little Richard was a legend, but he was never nice to him. Is that the only time you met Little Richard? That time when you did that, or was there another time?
That was the first time I ever met Little Richard. He was nice. He was actually real down to earth. What's up, bro? He was really down to earth. He gave me a fist pound and everything.
Oh yeah, all right. I saw
Yeah.
Little Richard at Chuck Berry's birthday party. Damn, Chuck Berry's another tough one. You ever see him, Caesar?
Nah, I never met Chuck Berry. And that was the first time with Little Richard, right? I had to really do a double take with Little Richard. I was like, that's Little Richard? You know, like
How old was he when he died? How old was he?
he was, I think, 86.
Oh wow. All right.
Yep. So in other news, so Billie Eilish just had a fan stalker, come to her house and knock on the door like 7 times this week.
Where does she live? New York or LA?
I think she lives in California. Okay.
Yeah, whoa, so that's how you know you made it, huh?
Damn. So they got a restraining order on this dude. Supposedly this dude has been doing random, like 7 different times, randomly just run off.
So wait, she lives in a house or like an apartment building?
I think she still lives in her childhood home.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that one. But wherever she lives, this dude figured it out and ended up at her house. Same thing happened with Taylor Swift, right? I said this story before. I think I never said it here. So Taylor Swift, it was random. I went around her block just to check if she was home. And she lives in an apartment building in New York City in Tribeca. And I went around the back. All of a sudden, I see about 10 cop cars waiting there. I'm like, what are they doing here, right? So I pull over, right? And I'm watching from the front window, and I see Taylor Swift's bodyguard coming out the back door. And then this dude in handcuffs. And I was like, oh, so I start video. I always got my video camera in the front seat. Always. So boom, I'm already ready, right? So I'm videotaping the whole thing. I see the bodyguard shaking the hand of the police officer, and the dude is like in handcuffs, like kind of squirming, and they throw him in the back seat. So they
caught him like that. Wow.
So we got investigators. That figure. All I gotta do is tell what precinct they go in and everything like that. And they looked it up. So this guy's been stalking her for a long time. This dude that they caught, and he was in the front at her door. I don't know how he snuck. This apartment building is crazy.
It has a doorman and everything, and still snuck in.
No doorman, okay. But it has like 2 layers of security. So they have like one door and they got another door, right? So he must have went through the back door or something like that, and he went upstairs. He was in the front door trying to put something through the it looked like she has some kind of mailbox or something like that. And then security is there around the clock. Even when she's not there, security lives there. So boom, what are you doing here? Boom, grabbed them up, and yeah, they took him out.
It's crazy, man. This I mean, I don't know. Also, I know you sent me an article today. You want to talk about that? See what the fans think about that, or the show, people watching the show.
I didn't get in depth with it. I don't know if you read that whole entire article.
Oh yeah, basically what it's talking about is celebrity culture is going to change forever after this, right? So I guess from the fan perspective or anybody watching perspective, how do you see that happening? Like, what do you think is going to happen? I didn't really get in depth in it either, but yeah, I mean, we'll put up the article and we'll see what you guys think, if you guys want.
All right. But for some reason this weekend, besides Mother's Day, God bless all you mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you guys put up a lot. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day to anybody watching.
For real. But a lot of people were passing away this weekend, bro. Did you notice?
Who else? Oh, Andre Harrell, right?
Andre Harrell, right? I met him a couple times. He's one of the founding fathers of like
hip hop, right?
Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like he's big. He was big time, but he always moved behind the scenes. But he was huge. Puff Daddy. That whole developing
he
Puff.
made Puff Daddy, and Puff Daddy made army of people because of that guy. He still was involved with Puff early on. Mary J. Blige, all these people were because of him. Yeah.
Yep. So you know that legendary group, those magicians out in Vegas, right? That Roy, Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. Whoa. One of them died.
Roy died. So that's the dude usually with the black hair, not the blonde dude, the one with the black hair. He died of coronavirus though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He's the first real like a big celebrity that actually died from the coronavirus.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So the story, I'm looking at it now as we talk. The story's basically talking about what qualifies for celebrity news right now. You know, and that's kind of, we've been saying this for a little bit. Like now you're getting like TikTok people become stories, not birthday, Demi Moore's Instagram photos showing her quarantine with her ex-husband Bruce Willis. That is a story. Hold on. I'll put it up.
Okay. It's Instagram?
Well, the article is on Daily Mail, but I guess it's an Instagram video. Hold on. Instagram picture or whatever. Still loading.
Okay.
Oh man. Hold up. My screen went yellow. Hold on, let me see if I fix it.
Okay.
Let's see this.
What's that the thing? Snapchat?
Yeah. All right, it's not working, but this is hilarious. All right, so hold on.
What are you trying to do?
I had a funny thing, a skin that was on, but I'll just turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's still going. Hold on. So Bruce Willis, hold on while I turn this off. It's loading.
Oh my God. You just got a lot of hair, bro.
Oh, you see it? You saw it?
It popped up.
I don't know. Oh, it's not. Is it still going?
No.
I'll turn it off. I think it's messing up.
Okay.
So is it loading the Bruce Willis thing or not?
Nah.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's not loading. Oh, here it is. Bruce Willis snuggles up with his wife Emma while quarantining with ex. Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the news, we were talking about this before. The news are going to be different now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just going to, like right now, you see that article right there?
Yeah.
You see that article? They didn't pay a dime for that article.
Yeah.
They're probably going to make like 15 grand to 20 grand just for that post.
Yep.
That's the new thing right now, bro.
Yeah. So paparazzi are screwed, man.
Pretty much. Exclusive still exclusive. It's just you got to think outside. Now you got to really start thinking outside the box.
Whoa! Look at Demi Moore right there.
I know.
How old is Demi Moore?
Demi Moore is old. Not that old though. I want to say 55.
No. Oh, I guess she looked better here.
Yeah.
55?
If she's not 55, she's close to 60.
How old is Bruce Willis?
What happened?
He's older, right? Bruce Willis is older than her, right? By a lot.
Bruce Willis is like 65, 66.
Crazy.
But yo, the one of the worst news I saw, a person that died is one of my favorite actors on Jerry Seinfeld.
Who?
Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller's father.
For real? Oh man, I like that guy. He was also in King of Queens. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, King of Queens, exactly.
Yeah.
Hilarious dude.
How old was he though? He was old back then. How old is he now?
He was 80. I think they said 89 years old.
Wow.
89 years old.
Man, that guy is funny. I like that guy a lot.
Let me tell you something, man. That hit me hard because he was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I met him only one time.
Oh, you did? You met him? Nice.
One time. And he was funny, but just him in general, just a funny dude. And I just love, when somebody like an actor likes to scream and
yeah.
But his joint is like on point. Like every time he's like screaming at somebody and stuff, like his comedy was on point.
He's a super veteran, man. That guy has been around. He was inactive for a long time.
Exactly.
Okay, so Shannon said it's gonna be really bad until there's a vaccine. But here's the thing: the government released a statement that says to put that someone passed away of the virus, no matter what the cause. Yeah, I heard that. So say they died of cancer, but the virus a week before they died, they will have to say they died of virus, not cancer. Yeah, I never heard of that. I mean, yeah. I heard that they're saying that, they're putting everything in there, but that's a disservice to the virus. Why would they want the number of the virus deaths to go up? I guess answer that, Shannon, if you read it. Yeah. So
something crazy before we got on air is Trump did one of those speeches and stuff like that to talk about what's going on. They got about 2 or 3 different people at the White House that had the coronavirus.
Oh, a lot of them. A lot of the Secret Service agents so these guys got it now.
So it's trickling down to like the most of them. So Trump was like, everything's all right, everything's cool. So this Chinese woman, Chinese American woman was like asking like like all kinds of questions about what do you think about people passing away and stuff like that.
She was a reporter. What was she?
She was a reporter. She was a reporter. And this dude had the audacity to be like, yo, you know who you should ask? You should ask China.
Oh my God. She was like, he's so embarrassing.
Bro, everybody stopped. Everybody stopped. And she took off her mask. She was like, what'd you just say?
Oh my
like I thought they was gonna fight. And he was like, would you ask somebody else that same thing? And she was like, yeah, I would have said the same thing to somebody that asked me a dumb question. And I'm like,
my God.
Yo.
So Gennaro says Montreal is the epicenter of COVID in Canada. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Isaiah, what's up?
What's up, Isaiah?
Jimmy, what's up, man? How you doing?
Jimmy,
basically, we're talking about any news that you guys hear, celebrity news you want us to talk about. We're doing that. So if you have anything, Jimmy, let us know. But yeah, man, this guy is crazy. We have a reality star as president, man. This guy, he knows how to make crazy shit, but not how to fucking run a country. Like, we all fucked.
That's why, don't just heed these words, man. Stay safe, take care of your family, and stay inside, man. Like,
man. So even they're talking about opening New York on Friday. I'm staying inside, dude. I'm staying inside. So today.
So what do we got for birthdays?
All right. Boom.
Oh my God.
I don't know Sabrina Carpenter, but I know Black China.
Oh man, my boy, man. Yo, I might have to look for that video, man. My boy Cory Monteith right there.
Oh, that's the one that passed away, right? That he took his own life?
He took his own life, allegedly, but they said he was heavy. He was heavy on depressed. He was very depressed. Man. But yeah, I got this video that that I literally put it up on Instagram. I want to say like a week ago. It was him with hold on, let me see if I get it up.
Damn, my charger is not working. nice.
Hold on. I'm gonna put it on here because it's on my Instagram. We gotta put it up. Just put me full.
Oops.
Guys, do not be on the street. Be on the sidewalk for your own safety. Live traffic.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yo,
crazy.
That dude was he was dope. He was a dope dude. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to him, his family. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina Carpenter though, she's cool. She's real cool. I got her a few times. Real cool dude. I see Prince Royce up there, the legend Prince Royce.
Royce from the Bronx, baby.
Yeah. Prince Royce, man. He's iffy, right?
Prince Royce?
Yeah, a couple people say that he's not that nice, but I dealt with him twice, and he was cool. He was cool.
You Dominican though. That's a Dominican love. He gave you Dominican love, right?
Yeah.
He knows.
He knew. It's like he looked like my cousin or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Black China, man. Yo, she's just a mess, man.
Oh man, no,
bro, I got her like 5 different times. Yo, all 5 times. Yo, what are you looking at? Like it was like. She
was beefing with you.
Yo, beef, like very combative. You know. But you know, I always.
She was a model.
They put her as a model.
Yeah.
Nah. But she, you know, I go with the flow, man. Like they sometimes people, be trying to come at you sideways. You know, I just go with the flow. Oh yeah, word, all right, you know, cool.
I wonder how they make these numbers. What makes you 1, 2, 3? I wonder how they do this. So
I think they just
random. Cam Newton, 31. He's still not playing for no team, right? They haven't picked him up. No team picked him up.
No team picked him up. It's crazy right now because no team. Are you hearing about the quarterback for the Cowboys?
Oh, Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
What about him now? What's happening? Because he wants a big contract, right?
He wants a big contract. They're not giving it to him. So they just got the quarterback from Cincinnati.
Oh, I did see that. Damn.
They go back and forth with him. They're like, yo, if you don't want to take the money that we telling you to take,
he don't deserve a huge contract. He don't. He shouldn't take it. He's gonna make it so it's impossible for him to win.
Exactly. Like, if you don't get this contract, no other contract is gonna be just as big. No, not even close.
Yeah. He has to try to get as much as he can right now. Unless he does some crazy shit in the next, he should do a small multi-year contract, not mad long, and then see if he bet on himself, really. So hold on. All right, let's see who else is on there. Ali Brooke, another YouTube.
Where?
Ali Brooke. I thought she was famous, but I don't know. I thought she was like.
I heard of Ali Brooke.
Me too. That's why I was like, I'm not sure. Ace Hood, rapper.
Ace Hood. I met Ace Hood. He's cool. Nope. Nobody else, right? That stands out.
No, I can see. Nope. Yo,
before we get into the videos that I sent you, yo, bro, did you watch the Michael Jordan thing?
I didn't. I'm gonna watch it today with my son.
Yo, let me explain something to you guys. If you haven't seen the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance, yo.
That was the last episode? Those are the last episodes?
So next week is the last episode. Next week is the last of the last. Okay. But yo, this past week, Scottie Pippen looked like a punk, right? And yo, Michael, the intensity that Michael goes for when he wants to win, like his winning attitude and that intensity, bro, I was almost tearing up just because he was like, yo, he was almost crying how much he wanted to win. Yeah. Like they were talking to like we talking now.
Yeah.
He was almost crying. He had to take a break because
while they were interviewing him.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
bro. They were like he was like, yo, if you don't want to be on the same court as me and fight the way I fight, you don't need to be on this team. And they said
that to Pippen?
No, to the other teammates because they were talking about he punched
Steve Kerr, right? But yo, you can't tell me if you're watching that series, Jordan was an a-hole and a half, like a super a-hole. Even my sons are like, and I'm like, yeah, great people. Sometimes they like that. Steve Jobs was like that. You got to have this intensity that just makes you an a-hole.
Bro, Kobe was like that for a lot of years until he got caught up. He got caught up with that.
You're right.
I dealt with both sides. I dealt with the Kobe Bryant in Colorado. And then I dealt with the Kobe Bryant afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like
his whole brand, no doubt.
Bro, he was. I'm surprised he got out of Colorado. Like I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised.
Yeah. You should have went to jail, right? Like at the end of the day,
100%. But the girl didn't want to press charges no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she probably got a $1 billion check from Nike or something.
You know what I'm saying? The Lakers, that bust dude, God rest his soul, but. Dude, those are the dudes that deal with money.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So Jimmy asked, "Did you hear that Eminem had a conversation with a fan that broke into his house?"
I heard about that. I didn't go into depth of what actually happened, but just Eminem having a conversation with the guy is kind of like, oh wow, like. I'm surprised that guy is still alive.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, did it happen? He had the conversation with him while he was still in his house, or after?
We gotta look.
Jimmy, let us know, Jimmy. Also, the man who tried breaking into Ariana's house allegedly had a weapon in the bag and he was carrying. Celeb security has been really on top these days.
So I heard about that too. They figured that out later. Supposedly this dude had like duct tape and stuff like that. Like he was about to go in with Ari. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was like that bad. Yeah.
When was this though?
This wasn't recently though. I think they just figured
a long time ago.
Yeah, not a long time ago. I want to say before the coronavirus.
What? That's some serious shit. Duct tape and all that. That's scary.
Bro, they were about to go in.
Abnorm says M found him in his crib. His security fell asleep. Oh man.
Oh my god.
That's fired forever.
One thing about M, man, like M, it depends on who this person was. If he was troubled, or you know what I'm saying, like
he probably knew he had issues. Yeah.
Like M is good at talking to people that have issues. You know what I'm saying, like even people catch from the streets and stuff like that. Like M loves to relate to them because he's from that, right?
He has such a life, yeah.
But I seen, and I was listening to M talking to like fans that was from the streets and stuff like that. M is really good at that, like relating and really getting into their heads and really like one-on-one. His one-on-one games with the fans are really good.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Shannon said that's why MJ was the best. He always wants to win no matter what it is, baseball, basketball, golf. He also they didn't get as into the gambling as so far, because there was thoughts that maybe his father was killed because of his gambling and all that stuff. I don't know. Did they talk about that?
They talked about that. That was like episode 7.
So
I'm on that was like episode 6.
Well, I'm on episode 6. They were talking about his gambling, but not I didn't get to the part his father died yet. So maybe.
Okay, so the beginning of episode 7, they talk about like the dad, when he died and everything like that. But they were talking about the news, why he went into baseball, because a lot of the news people, and one of the major things is that his father saw his last game, right, and that was the championship game before he died. And he was like,
he's like, I don't want to play anymore if my dad's not gonna see. Yeah,
if he's not gonna see it. So my dad like he had conversation with his dad that he wanted to play baseball.
Yeah.
So that was the major thing to fulfill that dream. And they talk in depth about how he was going to make the Major League Baseball team. Like he was going to make the White Sox.
You talking about when he went for it in the spring training?
Spring training. So
even if he sucked, you gotta fucking take Jordan. Like he should have made $1 billion in ticket sales.
Not only that, right, bro? First thing he did when he started like really going into the game, right? It took him about a month to get into that kind of shape, and just get the eye-hand coordination and to hit the ball. Bro, he went on a 14-game hitting streak.
Oh wow,
14-game hitting streak. Then they started saying, "Yo, can this dude hit an off-speed pitch?" So he started striking out. He started striking out, and he started striking out, and he started going to practice. He started doing 3 a days. So he went in the morning.
Work hard. Yo, that's the thing with these guys, man.
Bro, and then he hit his first home run, and he was getting better and better. Bro, he was hitting a 220.
How old was he when he did that?
He was like, I want to say 32, 33.
That's pretty young to retire, though. Like, I guess, damn. Yeah, that's pretty young.
That was super young. But a combination of, they were talking about how, and this is alleged, David Stern was going to find out more about the gambling, and they was going to suspend him for a year anyway. But that was kind of into the whole retirement thing.
So that's a genius move then, because it never happened. So that probably was a way to fucking keep it under the wraps, really.
Exactly. But, these are all allegations. They went back to David Stern. David Stern was like, no.
Of course you're not going to say that now. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So, Jimmy said, also there's a new Ariana Grande Justin Bieber Stuck on You video, Mother's Day edition.
Wow.
I made it in the video. Oh, you did? Jimmy made it in the video. Get out of here.
No way, Jimmy.
Send us a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Send us a screenshot on your Instagram or something, and I'll post it.
Yep.
That's
Jimmy,
crazy.
send it to us.
Yeah, send it, Jimmy.
That's amazing.
That is pretty crazy. Gennaro said, have you seen the Netflix Surviving R. Kelly? That's old, right? It's not new on Netflix.
I didn't see it on Netflix, but I seen it on something else.
On BET, I think it was, right?
It was so disturbing. Let me explain something to you guys, man. I was one of the biggest R. Kelly fans there is, right? R. Kelly's
music was crazy.
He was a genius. Like literally a genius. Like his stories are crazy.
No, he was a good songwriter. Fucked up. Now you listen to those songs, though, you're like, ugh, how did I not see that?
So backtracking to when I saw the series, I almost threw up a couple times because I knew his lyrics like the back of my hand. It was replaying in my mind, and I was like, oh,
seems like she's ready.
Man. Go all the way, and oh my God. Like I was like.
So the music industry, though. Like we were kids, right? When R. Kelly came out, we were in that teenage era. So for us, it was like right on point. But for him, he's a grown ass man. I videotaped R. Kelly a couple times, and he was cool, right? I was gonna take a picture with him. I'm glad I did it. Yes, right.
Yo,
no doubt. That's rough. And I worked on stuff for Aaliyah, I remember just thinking of like, dang, he married Aaliyah. Think about that, And even back then, it was, and this is like 2000s. I didn't even think about it before, but there were stories out, but you just didn't really. It wasn't top of news.
Yeah, but nobody was. Yo, he was the king. He was the king of R&B, man. Like, yo, no one. He was writing songs for Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You know what really got him? To be honest, the Me Too thing that happened around the Me Too, and that's where it was like, oh, you care about all these white girls. What about R. Kelly? And they had to bring him in. Like, oh no, we don't approve of that either. Let's put him in jail. Like nobody fucking knew all those years. But that's what the Me Too did. They put it in the press, and then it was like, what do you think about this? Oh no, I'm not for this. here, $1 million to whatever cause you want me to put it in. So everybody's kind of like two-faced about all that shit right now. You know, everybody knew it's been going on for many years. We were young, but you know, the industry's built on teenage, you know, taking advantage of young people, man.
Bro, this dude was a grown man going to high school dances, bro. This dude was going,
What?
Bro, he was going to high school dances. Yo, he was going to
girls he was dating?
Bro, he was going to girl basketball games and stuff like that, bro. In high school.
How the fuck you get away with that?
Bro, it was R. Kelly. It was R. Kelly. They were like,
yeah, but nobody thinking, duh.
R. Kelly.
No, but I mean like the grown-ups. It's like 2 + 2 = 4.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. Yo, think about the inner cities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see R. Kelly, you're not thinking nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they wasn't thinking nothing of it. Yo, when I was in 8th grade, we used to have drug dealers 20 years old going out with 8th graders, B. Like, it was.
Send it to me, Jimmy. Send it to me. He said he put the video. He sent you the video, but I needed to put it on the show.
Okay.
Oops, wrong. And Sanchez's World.
Did he send it? Where did he send it? I see what he did. Yeah, Jimmy, that's amazing you made that.
Oh, put it up.
Hold on. Jimmy with his mama.
That's super cool. So you submitted it through where? How are people submitting that to them? Or they?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That was interesting. That's interesting, Jimmy.
That's awesome.
Now I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Let me see what else. She was 15 years old when she married R. Kelly. Yeah.
I know.
R. Kelly's predator. Yep, no doubt.
Yo, he's the ultimate predator, man. Like, yo, it was disturbing. Like, oh man, I could go on and on, but let's go to some positive stuff.
Yeah. There's no more questions so far.
Yeah.
So you want to go to the video?
Yeah, let's go to the video. I got some dope videos. I got some cool videos.
All right.
We're gonna share these videos on the link, guys.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna paste it there too. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
How about now?
Oh, I can hear it now.
Solange. How's it going, Solange?
So this is Beyonce.
Beyonce, you are killing it.
Yeah, pause it real quick.
Oh, hold on.
Because I got to break this down right here.
Yeah. Okay, go.
So this is Beyonce after the Met Gala, right? So Beyonce just arrived to a house in the Upper East Side. And I did not know where she was going. Like, it was me and her, and that fan just popped out of nowhere. I didn't even know that fan was following me, right? So I pop out of the car, right? Julius, the bodyguard, knows who I am. So he comes out of the car first, Julius, the big guy, the bald-headed guy, and he goes to Beyonce. Yo, Beyonce, it's that paparazzi you like. I was like, oh, yes. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So when Beyonce came out, if you notice in the beginning of the video, he was walking behind her because he was letting her go with me.
Okay.
Julius never does that. So
he was letting you get the shot, basically.
Yeah, he was letting me get the shot because I've known Julius for literally like 9 to 8 years. But he do not like people in general, right? That's why he's about to attack that fan. But Beyonce knows that fan, so Beyonce was like, "Yeah, sure." So the guy ahead of her that guy right here with the ponytail, is her hairdresser. So watch what he does when he asked to get a picture with Beyonce. Go ahead.
B, keep doing
So he's asking him to take the picture, right?
from me, B.
So the dude,
How's the tour going? How's
he
the tour
clicked it, but he never took the picture.
Good night, dude.
He never took the picture. Yo,
That's
bro, I was crying. I was like, yo, how can you just hate that bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
That's pretty funny.
So that kid's been chasing me. That kid that he's been chasing me for a long time to get a screenshot of the video. But at that time, I was with another guy, another partner of mine. And he didn't really like him like that. So half of the video at the time was part of him. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't. So that guy, the kid, actually has a lot of money. So he was like, yo, we can make a transaction, right? If you want it for a certain amount of money, because he pays for the craziest things. That kid, he pays for like meet and greets, $5,000, right? Money ain't nothing. So we was like, yo.
He couldn't get a picture like that of Beyonce then?
Bro, she doesn't do meet and greets.
Oh, she doesn't. Okay, makes sense. She's big.
So that's rare, right? So I was like, listen, I'll give you the video as long as you don't use it for commercial use only. I'll give you the video for like $500. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, $500, you could have it. You know, you have that moment. Nobody has that moment. No one. He was like, yo, that's way too much money. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, really, bro? Like now you belittle. Now he started pissing me off. I was like, now you belittling my stuff, you know? So yeah, he never got it. He never got the video anyway. So
Jimmy said cold as fuck. Oh man, that's funny.
Yo, that was one of those coldest. That was one of the craziest moments I seen.
Cold as ice. All right, next video. I'm loading it up.
Yo, Mig, I almost lost my mind. I was like, because I seen it in real time. I saw the guy didn't press.
Oh, you saw that he didn't press the button?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh wow. I was like, wow.
That's funny.
Cold-blooded.
All right.
Let's see which one's this one. Oh, so this is another Beyonce. So pause it right here.
Okay.
So it's Jay-Z's birthday. They rented out a whole cinema, the whole entire cinema. I'm talking about 100-seat cinema to watch this Brooklyn movie. This Brooklyn movie, it was like starring Justin Timberlake. It was this movie about Brooklyn, Coney Island and stuff. So on his birthday, they rented out the whole theater. It was like 100-seat theater. Only they was allowed in there, in the theater. Rented out the whole thing. Beyonce rented out for him. So we followed him around. They rushed him inside and everything like that. It was like, yo, nah, we're not giving you the shot. Like some of the other bodyguards, not Julius, but some of the other guys was like, nah, it's his birthday, leave him alone. But we were like, yo, we never get him on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll leave him alone after because we knew he was going to a party. So right here, they got a private elevator to the movie theater. And they were like, yo, listen, how many of y'all? So it was me, my ex-partner, and some other tall dude that used to work with me. And they was like, listen, Jay-Z asked who you guys are. He knows you guys. We're going to give you the shot. So what made this shot big is because it reminded people of the shot of when he came off the elevator with Beyonce and Solange, right?
Shit, that's like that.
So that's how we busted in there, and they posed and everything in the elevator. Guys, you can play it now.
All right, that's funny though.
Look at the shot they gave us. Boom, boom. I'm probably one of the only paps that call her B. This is one of the only times, like, nobody really gets them like we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, in New York City, no one gets Jay-Z and Beyonce like the way we get them. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the driver too. So the driver, Puerto Rican dude from the Bronx, real good friend of mine. I known him for like 11 years. Been driving Jay-Z that long. So there was a bunch of controversy around him because they fired him, and he moved to California. So he was about to give me crazy dirt on them. I was like, yo, leave me out of it. I was like, yo. He was like, yo, see, B. I was like, yo, leave me out of it, B.
I'm good.
But he understood. He was like checking me. It's like he wanted to check what I was gonna say about it, you know. But he was like, yo, I can't say nothing. So the next video, you already see that video right there, right?
Yeah, I already saw. I know what's gonna happen here. Shannon said, never trust anyone with your camera. Take a selfie. That's where you have yourself to blame if it doesn't come out.
Amen. Amen, Shannon. He got greedy, Shannon. Look at.
Whoa.
All right. Pause it right there. Just pause it right there.
Let me see how many views. This video must have 1 billion views. Only 40,000? I guess people don't know what's going on here.
I know.
We gotta reword the title or something.
I know. We definitely gotta reword the title. I gotta reword a lot of my video titles. Yeah. So in this video, Miss Rihanna was eating outside. She had no bodyguard. She saw I was out there. I was out there, only me and one other pap. And she was like, hey, Caesar, what do you want? Like, what shot you want? And I was like, yo,
You're like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't have a bra on.
Yo, I was like, yo, Rihanna, just walk. So she put those big earrings on and everything like that, bro. Killing it. So I invited 4 fans to come. They wasn't there. I invited them to come there so they could get her autograph and they could take pictures with Rihanna because she didn't have no bodyguard. Check out what happened. This is what happens when you know me. This is what happens when you know me right here. So Del Cervanos used to be one of the biggest hot spots, right? Ree got all pampered up for us. When she gets closer, peep out what her hat says. Boom.
Teenage Francis. No doubt.
Look at. So we was having a crazy conversation, like you know how it is with me and her. So we was having a crazy conversation. All these guys got to take pictures with her. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Reed's the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's one of my favorite videos right there. That's my big shout out to my boy Jerome. He's the driver.
Somebody said, I love you. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So man, Reed, I miss Reed, man. She's the best. She always gives it up like that. Like, it gives us the shot like that. So yeah, man, that was an amazing time right there.
Here, just so we get a few more views. People don't know that video exists. All right, so the next one.
So this is the last one of my quattros.
Sorry, you're watching that. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Don't be sorry.
That's a good ad.
Money in our pocket. Let's see. That's my boy Gangnam Style. What's crazy about Psy, yo.
Go ahead.
I'm talking to him, right? And I'm like, yo, how's it going? Like, I was being crazy, right? So I'm thinking like he's straight up like Korean, right? And he is, but I thought he didn't know English, right? So I'm like, hey, Psy, how's it, like talking like a little slower? So he was like, yo, what's good, man? Like, yo, I'm from Boston, dude.
What's good, fam?
He was like, yo, what's good? I'm from Boston, man. I went to school in Boston for 5 years, man.
Racist.
I was like, yo, like we lost it. Yo, like me and my whole crew lost it, man. Yo, big shout out to Sai, man. I miss him because we started getting real close, and he was giving up so many shots to us, and every shot that we got of him was like 500,000 views, 600,000 views, man.
Yeah, I remember that. That was around Gangnam Style, right? That was when he
it was literally the same time Gangnam Style came out. We was on him. You know what I'm saying? That was the way we were. You know, we was on him, and he was showing us love, man. It was so much love between me, him, and his crew, the crew around him. He was the man.
So Shannon said, I need a picture of Rihanna when she's wearing that tank top.
It's out there. It's out there. It's out there.
And Shannon said she did it up right there. I guess for the autographers, right, Shannon? That's your stuff too, right? All right. So
she was, she was just chilling there. She was eating out front too. So
there was nobody there, right? It was empty.
That thing was empty.
Is that because of her?
Hours. It was after hours. So they closed up and they just left it, redoing the thing. But yeah, Sai, big shout out to Sai, man. You can play. Yeah, man. Like me and Sai, man.
Is Sai considered K-pop?
He is. He's like one of the founding fathers of K-pop. But to me, he's like Weird Al Yankovic. You know what I'm saying? Like he was making fun of that whole thing. So he was doing an interview outside, and then he was doing like a photo shoot for this. You see how they're doing the photo shoot for this record? It wasn't Z100, but it was another record recording company out there, and they was doing a whole thing for him. So they was like, "Don't come across the street." So we were just shooting him from across the street. Yeah, man. But he got his whole team. He laughing it up.
He looking at you guys.
Yep. Besides the man, yo, big like for real, man. I really miss him out here. He was the man. He was the man.
All right, so you guys can watch the rest of that one. I'm gonna put it here. Oh, J. Michael came in at the end.
J. Michael, what's up, man? You missed a good one, man.
Then is William. Wait, what you said? Then is William Hung K-pop. William Hung K-pop.
Nah, I don't think William Hung is K-pop.
All right. I guess you've been here the whole time, J. Michael. Cool. So, what do you think? Any last words? Anything for the audience?
Yo, we back.
Monday through Friday. Turn on your notifications. We haven't dropped any of that yet. We're still figuring it out. Turn on your notifications. We're doing a contest. I was out shooting. J. Michael was out shooting. Nice. Let us know. When you're gonna be on the show. I told you we could put you on the show without showing your face. So we need to work behind the scenes on how to do that.
Yo, thank you guys for always being there for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we really appreciate you guys. We're definitely gonna keep stepping it up. Definitely new energy, and yeah, much love. Don't listen to Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Bleach.
Yep. And definitely God bless. God bless you all. Love you guys. We back.
All right. See you tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tomorrow.